Things that go by the same name can actually be quite different. Take joint health supplements. Cosamin is the only glucosamine chondroitin sulfate brand proven effective in published clinical studies. And now, Cosamin is available in a more potent formula, Cosamin ASU. Cosamin. Anything less just isn't the best. For more information and special offers, visit helpyourjoints.com.
Welcome back. It's now time for my favorite part of the show, the Your Life Story. America's sweetheart and Olympic figure skater Kimmie Meissner took a pretty good fall on the ice. Matter of fact, this fall led her to sort of a crossroads. But as you'll see in her story, this vibrant young athlete has come back stronger than ever in all aspects of her life.
My name is Kimmie Meissner. I'm a world champion figure skater, 2006 Olympian, and national champion for figure skating.
When you meet Kimmie Meissner, there's no question why she's considered one of America's sweethearts. We started out the day with this driven young woman at her Maryland home to see how she's balancing college, working at a physical therapy office, and training for the sport that stole her heart as a little girl.
I first started skating when I was 6 years old, and I actually started out in my backyard. It was some weird like freak blizzard. I have 3 older brothers, and they took me out there in their hockey skates. I just loved it. Like, I wouldn't come in. It was something that I could be independent at. I could be athletic, but also be, you know, like pretty and like girly. It was just great. I just love like the mix of that.
And that childhood passion turned into quite a career. After winning a silver medal at the 2006 United States Figure Skating Championships, 16-year-old Kimmie was named the youngest American athlete to compete at the Winter Olympic Games in Turin, Italy.
I'd always, you know, loved skating. I wasn't really sure, you know, that I would make the Olympics. Like, nobody ever knows that. So until that actually happened and I saw my name, you know, on the list for the team, was when I was like, oh wow, this happened, you know. But before that, you know, I just knew that if I worked really hard that, you know, I could probably do what I wanted to, and I really just wanted to see how far I could go with it, and it's worked out really well.
And all that hard work paid off. Kimmie is the first American and the first female figure skater to hold the world, 4 continents, and national titles all at the same time.
Some of my greatest achievements are probably, you know, not the medals. It's not as important to me to have them all up there. I know I've got them like all up, you know, hanging on my wall. And when I was younger, that was, you know, a big deal. You just get all these different medals. And as I've gotten older, it's more, you know, the feeling of accomplishment from doing something. I guess I've really learned that, you know, the medal is not as important. You know, at the end of the day, like, it's cool to have it when you're standing there, like on the podium, but then when you come home, it just hangs on your wall, you know? But at least from doing this, I get the chance to, I work with a few different charities, so I get the chance to kind of make a difference, you know, for somebody.
One charity Kimmie is dedicated to is the Cool Kids Campaign, an organization for kids battling cancer. Another amazing accomplishment, Kimmie is the second American woman to land a triple axel since Tonya Harding in 1991.
Triple axel is basically 3.5 rotations, and no women really do it. It takes a lot of like power, and it takes a while to really get it consistent. And mainly it's a guy jump. So for a woman to do it is like a big deal. And then I did it.
And it was that triple axel move that put Kimmie's skating career on the shelf.
I was actually working on triple axel when I hurt my knee, and I was on the ice with a few younger skaters. And what happened is, as I was like going up to do this jump, like on my takeoff, there was a little girl kind of skated like right by where I was going to land, and I saw her, and so I bailed out of the jump, which is like, you know, rule number 1 in figure skating: never bail out of jumps. But if I had gone through with it, I definitely would have like landed on her, and that would have been bad. So I came down and just hit my knee on the ice, and I guess I dislocated my kneecap, and then from that I got like severe patellar tendonitis, and I didn't say anything to anybody for a while about it because, you know, I'm a skater, I get hurt all the time, I have little aches and pains, so I figured that it would just kind of go away, and I kept jumping and training like I was going to competitions. So just kept getting worse and worse until finally I was like, I have a little knee problem, I can't walk down the stairs. So now, luckily, I'm pain-free now. It just took a really, really long time to get better, and I've been off the ice for a really long time.
The right knee injury may have put an end to Kimmie's dream of competing in the 2010 Olympic Games, but when she got a thumbs up from her doctors, Kimmie started an intense training schedule.
Basically, I skate when I'm training and in full training. It'll be probably about 3 to 4 hours on the ice, and then 2 hours of working out off ice, and then any additional things that I decide to do, like Pilates or running.
Kimmie works out on the ice almost every day. Coach Chris Conti has been working with her in rebuilding her jumping techniques to be more efficient, adding rotation to her takeoffs, and more stability to her landings.
I don't know, I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to come back and compete. I might, I'm not really sure. I'm doing the shows right now, and I want to obviously come back healthy, so have to skate smart, Obviously, there are no judges at shows, so you don't have to do any required elements, which is great. You can do whatever you want, and it's just a lot more laid back and casual.
And through all her challenges, you cannot help but admire Kimmie for staying positive and setting new goals for her life.
The one thing that my parents have always told me, and I've always kept up with my education, because they've always said, well, eventually you're gonna have to go out into the real world and have a real life aside from skating. And skating is probably always gonna be a part of my life, no matter what. I go to college at University of Delaware, and my major is exercise science. I want to go into physical therapy. And right now I'm actually working at a physical therapy place, and I'm just an aide for them, so it's kind of cool. I'm around it, and I definitely want to do it. But aside from that, I'm just kind of taking it one day at a time, just like a normal 20-year-old.
We wish Kimmie the very best. She's truly an inspiration. We'll be right back.